What exactly is the canvas? Now, if you think of your mind's eye, a painter's canvas on an easel, that's a really good start. The canvas is a drawing surface that's available directly within the browser. And in this drawing surface, you can draw shapes, you can apply colors, you can load in images, and you can do all kinds of pixel-based manipulation, again, directly within the browser. The thing about the canvas that we have available to us, though, instead of being able to manipulate the canvas with a brush, we use JavaScript. Now, there's two formats of rendering images on the web. You have vector and raster images. And so when you think of vectors, you'd usually think of things like Flash or Silverlight. And with rasters, you'd think of like image files, like maybe a PNG or a GIF file. And the idea behind the canvas is the fact that there's a grid system that's underlying the canvas, which allows you to have that pixel by pixel precision of being able to draw on the canvas. Now, this grid is a little bit different than what you might be used to in math class. It's more like the grid when you're thinking of cascading style sheets. So the southern values on the y-axis are positive numbers, and the northern values are the negative numbers on the y-axis. If you were to render out a blank canvas to the browser, you'd get a transparent box. Here I've given it a border just so that you can see what the canvas looks like. And that grid system works directly with the canvas there, putting the position 0, 0 in the top left-hand corner. To give you an idea of how we might use this grid system in order to draw on the canvas, consider the simple action of creating a triangle within the canvas. Now, the first thing that we do is start off with a blank canvas, and then we'd use begin path. Now, I'll get into the details of what exactly CTX is. This is our drawing context. But I just want you to get an idea of the API that you'd use in order to draw on the canvas. So the first thing we're doing is we're saying begin path. So we're telling the canvas, be aware of the commands that are coming next because we're beginning a path on the canvas and you need to keep track of the coordinates that we're giving you. The next operation might be a move to operation. And this gives us an opportunity to pass in X and Y values and tell the drawing cursor to move to this point on the grid. Then from there, we can give a command that says line to and give another set of coordinates. So now that we've moved to 75, 50 on the grid, we can give the instructions to draw a line from 75, 100. And so this creates a vertical line within the canvas. I should say this creates the instructions to give a vertical line on the canvas. Up until this point, nothing will have been drawn upon the canvas because there's an operation that we have to use at the very end in order to draw on the canvas itself. Right now, we're just giving instructions to the canvas. The next operation would be to line to 25, 100, and this allows us to turn left and create another point within our triangle. Lastly, what we can do is we can say fill, and filling will do two things for us. It will take the last point within our path and connect it to the first point. It does that automatically for us, so it closes the path off. And just as the function name hints to, it also fills the path with the color that's been chosen. And right now I've just used the default as black. So that's the basic operation. You have a drawing context. You have this drawing surface that you're using. You use one tool at a time. You give it one instruction at a time. And when you've used the right commands in the right order, you can begin drawing and manipulating quite a bit within your canvas.